Most people think being broke is only about not making enough money, but that's only part of the story. Because every year, millions of people earn decent incomes and still stay financially stuck. Not because they're lazy, not because they're unintelligent, but because modern life quietly trains people into financial behaviors that keep them trapped. Everywhere you look, there's pressure to consume. New phones, new clothes, new trends, new subscriptions, new distractions. People are constantly encouraged to spend money to feel better emotionally. And over time, that creates a dangerous cycle. Stress leads to spending. Spending creates temporary relief. Then the stress returns again. Most people never realize how emotional money actually is. Financial decisions are rarely logical, they're psychological. Fear controls spending. Ego controls spending. Comparison controls spending. A person sees someone online driving a luxury car and suddenly feels behind in life. They see influencers traveling the world and begin chasing appearances instead of stability. Modern culture has turned perception into currency. People don't just want success anymore. They want to look successful immediately, even if it destroys them financially behind the scenes. That's one reason so many people stay broke. They're buying status instead of building leverage. And social media makes this worse because every platform is competing for human attention, and attention is emotional. The more emotional people become, the easier they are to influence. That's why outrage spreads fast, why hype spreads fast, why fear spreads fast. Emotion moves people faster than logic ever will, and companies understand this extremely well. Entire industries are built around psychological manipulation. Advertising, luxury branding, impulse marketing, casino-style mobile apps, endless scrolling algorithms. The goal is simple: keep people distracted long enough to stop thinking long-term, because long-term thinking creates discipline, and discipline is dangerous to systems built around endless consumption. The wealthy often think differently, not because they're superheroes, but because many of them understand delayed gratification. They understand ownership, assets instead of liabilities, cash flow instead of appearances, positioning instead of impulse. Most broke people focus on surviving the week. Most wealthy people focus on positioning themselves years ahead. That difference compounds over time. Another major reason people stay broke is fear. Fear of failure, fear of looking stupid, fear of taking calculated risks, fear of learning something new. So instead, many stay inside comfortable routines that slowly drain them financially for decades. And the system rewards comfort in the short term. You get entertainment, convenience, distraction. But long term, comfort can become expensive. Because while someone is distracted, someone else is building, learning skills, acquiring assets, starting businesses, understanding markets, building systems. The scary truth is this: most people are not taught how money actually works. Schools teach people how to work for money, but very few teach people how money flows, how leverage works, how investing works, how psychology controls markets, or how attention itself has become one of the most valuable assets in the world. The financial system is deeply connected to human behavior. That's why markets move emotionally. Fear crashes markets. Greed inflates bubbles. Attention creates trends. Money follows perception far more than most people realize. And once you understand that, you begin seeing the world differently. You stop reacting emotionally to everything. You begin asking deeper questions. Why are certain products pushed so aggressively? Why are people constantly distracted? Why do financial trends spread like social movements? Why does fear create opportunity for some people while destroying others? Because while most people react emotionally, someone else is positioning strategically. That's one of the biggest differences between staying broke and building wealth. Not intelligence, not luck, mindset, discipline, awareness, and emotional control. Welcome to Finance Intel. My name is Victor Kane, and on this channel, we break down the psychology behind money, investing, markets, wealth, economic systems, and the hidden forces shaping the modern financial world. If you want deeper financial insights and smarter market perspectives, subscribe to Finance Intel. Because once you understand how money and psychology truly connect, you start seeing the system differently.